All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to High School TV Global Festival. And I really apologize for last weekend. And today, I have one of the finest coach, and she's gonna blow your mind with a lot of encouragement, inspiration, and motivation. And she goes by the name, and she's the head coach of KIPP Academy of Newark, New Jersey. In a few minutes, I'll be adding her to the show so we can keep the ball rolling. Stay with me. So I'll be to the show. And this is Share Coaching Experience. Oh, welcome, Coach Nicole.
Hi.
Okay, since you got your phone, okay. All right, let me just try to go this with you on the
Wait,
same.
which way?
No,
This way?
all
This way
right,
is
all right.
fine.
That's fine. That's okay. All right,
Okay.
let's stay that way. All
All
right,
right, this
Coach.
way.
So you're welcome to High School TV USA.
Thank you guys for having me.
Good. And this program is Share Coaching Experience. And what we do is that we give share coaches a chance for them to come on the show to tell us how experienced they are and how they are keeping their team moving without any flops. So, without wasting much of your time, I would like you to introduce yourself real quick and we keep.
Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Nicole Sunwabe. I am the coach at KIPP Team Academy here in Newark, New Jersey. I've been coaching middle school chairs since around 2018. I
Okay.
also serve as the Dean of Students at KIPP Team Academy. I've been in education for 13 years and 10 years at KIPP Team Academy. And I just really love what I do. I love my job and I love being a cheer coach.
That's good. I can tell you with your all that you said, you have much experience in the chair.
Yes.
And my first question: why
Mhm.
chair coach? There are a lot of games around in America. Why chair coaching?
So first and foremost, I got introduced into cheer in high school. I cheered for like my senior year, but it was, something to do when I went to college. I went to the Fayetteville State University in North Carolina, and I just fell in love with Stomp and Shake Cheer. Being there and like seeing the culture of cheer and what it really was in the South. The North, they had cheer, but I don't think it was as not it wasn't as exciting for me
Right.
as what I saw when I would go to like the basketball games. I would just be like so captivated by the cheerleaders and what they were doing, and then finding out like, oh no, I'm here on a scholarship, and just getting more information. So when I got into cheer here, for me, it was to introduce the young ladies to something that they could fall in love with and know that cheer is a sport. No matter what people say, it is indeed a sport, and there are scholarships to it. It comes with confidence. It comes with a lot. So I'm just like here to drill that into the girls and make them feel comfortable in a sport, but
Right.
also grow them as young ladies.
That's good. And I can tell what was the motivation during that time. What was motivating you that time?
Just seeing how they were like excited. So I came on as an assistant coach to support based off, a schedule. And then my sister was like, look, my schedule's too busy. You have to take it on. And I was like, oh, I was just helping you. But just seeing like the passion that the girls had when they were there, like the sisterhood, a lot of it for me is sisterhood in the community that I work in and that I live in, that I grew up in, talking to like Black and brown girls and building sisterhood and helping them understand, listen, you can do this and you can go far doing this.
Right.
So it's just more so what is to come after you leave middle school and giving them an opportunity to fall in love with something.
And I like that. All right, so Coach Nicole, before we dive into the issue, or let's dive into the issue right away.
Go ahead.
My first question is describe your experience as a coach. Uh,
I think for me,
and
there's a
hold on before you before you start giving me your answer, I'll let you
yes.
know that this show people from Africa, West Africa to be precise, from
I'm
Ghana.
West African. I'm
Oh,
Liberian. So shout out to all my Liberians. Lib, lib,
woo,
lib.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So they all enjoy the show. So proceed.
Yes. So please, West African. Period. Um, Cheer is just for me, it was a balance.
All right.
So I was in the classroom when I started cheer, but I was an educator who I thrive on relationships with my students. So it's just having like the balance of, but I was also strict. So it's having the balance of knowing this is cheer and I'm not being a dean right now. This is cheer and I'm not being a teacher right now. So just creating myself to be someone that the kids felt comfortable with outside of the classroom and outside of the discipline, that comes with my role. So I did that by getting to know them. Why do you want to cheer? What do you love about cheer? Do you know cheer is important? What skills do you have? So it's just more so building their love for it. I have eighth graders this year who have been cheering with me since sixth grade after COVID. So they are like fully invested. They love cheer now. It's
Good.
like, I'm going to cheer when I go to high school, or hey, I'm thinking about ways that I can become an HBCU cheerleader, or if I want to do competitive cheering. It's just exposing them to the different styles and the different types because there's not just one path for cheer.
Okay. So when it comes to you recruiting your chair student, do you have a, a criteria that you follow strictly to select this?
Yes.
Okay.
Before anything, they are chair athletes. They are athletes after academics. So they are student athletes. You
Okay.
cannot be on my team if you cannot maintain a 3.0 or higher. And it's not to break spirits, it's to motivate. Because at the end of the day, cheer is a passion. It is something that you can love, but you can also go to college for free. So if your academics and your skills are aligned, then I know I've done my job as a coach. So for me, it's academics, it's attendance, and it's behavior.
Okay.
Those three things. I don't care how great of an athlete you are. You have to put your academics first. You have to prioritize being a good person and just having like great character. And you got to come to school. You got to come to school.
Yeah, because the school. That's why you came.
You can't come to school, you can't cheer.
Yeah.
So it takes with the commitment. The team is a commitment. You're committed to showing up. So before you can commit to my team, this is what we focus on: academics, attendance, character.
So I spoke to some couple of coaches on my show, and I asked
Mhm.
a question about how they recruit the student, and I want to know: do the coaches or the school have a finite or a definite grade for a chair to pass, or for a student to pass to become a cheerleader? Just like for KIPP Academy, you need to have maybe 3.0 GPA before you can be part of it. How is it?
So for me, I am a stickler for academics. So initially, I was like, you got to have a 3.0 to even try out, to like be on the team. In the school culture that I do work in, we do believe a lot in like making sure things are equitable. So that's including like our inclusion kids who, won't have the same GPA as someone else, but just making sure there's a balance. So the GPA requirement will say I'll start at like a 2.7, and I'll say like, hey, the goal is for you to maintain this GPA. You cannot go below, but I do push you to go above. And there have been students in the past who, tried out for me in the past and didn't make the team, but are on the team this year because they know in order for me to cheer, I have to meet this GPA requirement. And I've seen that growth in them. And I've seen, parents reach out and say, hey, cheer is really helping them stay on their academics. So I continue to prioritize it. I don't I'm not in a business of breaking hearts, right? Or, hey, I'm going to take this away from you and you can't have this opportunity. I do work with kids because I do understand we all have different things that we're going through. So if I see you're someone that's trying, hey, what goal can we set? By quarter one, what is your GPA going to look like? By quarter two, where do we want you to be? But I really don't have an issue with kids who fall below the GPA goal because I share that with them in advance. I share it with parents when I post my flyer. The information is very clear. It's like your child needs to have their physical. They need to sign any papers from the nurse. Those are non-negotiables, right? So all of those things I share up front. I never want it to be where someone shows up and parents aren't clear, they don't understand what's going on. So
Mhm.
I'm very transparent. Like, this is the requirement, this is what's needed, and we can talk offline if need be.
I like your response, and I like how you add more addendum to it. So, coach, I was kind of wondering. So, if one is called an experienced coach, what makes that person an experienced coach?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'm there yet. Yet. We speaking of yet because I will get there. I think the thing with coaching is you're growing as your athletes are growing. So sometimes there's a lot of reflection in me. I'm like, oh, I could have done this differently. Oh, we missed this. That was probably me. I could have said it like this. I should have did more of this. I should have given them this foundation. Um, Experience for me is going to be when I take it to the next level.
And what
So
is the next level?
for me, this in the last 3 years, I've been focused on transitioning my team into a stomp and shake cheer team.
Hmm.
So this year was the year we've gotten the closest. Like the girls have their shakes in order, their stomps, like they understand the history of stomp and shake. So once we get there where I feel like we run a flawless routine, I'm like, oh my goodness, I might have a little bit of experience, and start to get them like in the competition world because they want to compete.
I'll, I'll,
But
I'll
I'm
I'll come to that competition part because I
okay.
have. So, what I want to ask my next question is, what qualifies you to become an experienced coach? Yeah, you got an idea, or maybe use yourself an example. What qualifies
um,
you?
I follow a lot of cheer teams, a lot of cheer organizations. Shout out to Candy Elite All Stars. I'm around those coaches a lot. So when I see them, those are experienced coaches, right? They have the blueprint. They create a blueprint. They're working towards it. They're creating spaces for the athletes to grow. Like, hey, we're not just a one team. We don't just focus on one thing. We're focusing on routine. We're clean. We're doing this. It's the way to always grow. Malcolm X Shabazz in Newark. Speedway cheerleaders. Like I watch them, I follow them, right? And I listen and I see and I communicate with them. University, high school, like those coaches are experienced to me because they're not in one box and they're continuously giving their athletes opportunities to try something different, to do something new, to introduce, something new. And it's just like the continuous growth. Hey, we're going to go to a competition here. Hey, we're going to travel here. Hey, we're going to have these people come to the city of Newark and work with our girls in doing this, and like extending that to all the other teams. I think that's experience. Experience is building, and it's seeing results from what you built. So that looks like those sold out pep rallies, or people excited to come to the basketball and football games, but really for the cheerleaders. We know they really come for the cheerleaders. So that's experience to me. An experienced coach is impacting their community. They're changing, and they're bringing, those new ideas and
Mm.
those new flows, or reaching out and branching out, collaborating. NCA, that's KIPP's high school. We do a lot of work together. Lab, we're just working, and we're doing it for the greater good of the city and the community, not just, ourselves and our teams, but for all the kids.
So, what are your core values as a chair coach?
Whew, my athletes would love to answer this. Um, my core values I cannot like take away from being like academics are just it's what it's all on. Academics, respect, teamwork. Teamwork is big. Sisterhood. My girls know when it comes to, and you can see this, nobody really struggles without someone being able to help them. So for me, like my core values are really like teamwork, growth, working. We don't give in. You don't, give up. It's just continuously going, pushing. But the biggest one would probably be like teamwork. That's like the core value for everything, because we're a team academy. Together, everyone achieves more. So it's also like the name of our school. So that's like our top core value is like team and family teamwork.
I like the way you said team, team, team. If team, you said team, now ask this question. How
Yep.
are you going to assess the weakness and strength of your team?
I do
And
this.
and following up to, and how do you solve disputes amicably in the team?
I'm very open with my girls. Very open with my parents. I'm super transparent. What is it that you're struggling on? I do a lot of group and individual and practice. We practice 3 days out of the week. So we get to see like what you're struggling with, what you're not struggling with. We do rotations. Hey, this is what we're working on, and as they're doing it, I'm walking around, or the captains are walking around. I do a lot of them like sitting aside in groups and then watching, like, hey, it's your turn to go. What did we notice that this person did very well? What is something that they need to work on? And I'll ask them, like, what do you think your strengths and weaknesses are? I don't ever want to be the one to give that to them, right? Because you are the athlete, and you have to be able to know what you need to work on or what you shine in. And I think if you're feeding into what you're shining in, it's easier for you to say, I do this very well, but I want to work on this. I have girls say, like, I know the chair, but I want to be cleaner. I want to be tighter. And so what I do is now I'm going to place you with an athlete that is clean, that is tight. And then I look for my girls who don't have their chair voice yet. And I'm going to place you with someone who has like the chair voice. So we do a lot of group work, a lot of rotating, a lot of this person does this well, boom. Here, you try this since they do this well. How can you teach it? Everything has to be teachable. I give them a lot of leadway to run and like lead it, because they need to understand and see themselves as leaders.
No wonder you are a Dino. You've been a Dino student before. I like the way
Yes.
you answer my question. So, initially, you've been mention of your competition. Any competition? Any awards?
We are not there yet. So I think Our competition, it's more so in our network. So when we play like the other schools, it's like the unspoken battle, right? Is like a team is coming. Yes, we are. So when they know that we're coming, they know they gotta step their games up. Because when the girls from team come, they're clean, they're loud, they look good, they sound good. So we're getting there. We have a lot of friendly competition within our network, but I know what has happened with my girls. Like we've gotten invited to events from like the head of schools. So like the person who runs KIPP in New Jersey is like, hey, we're meeting with all of the principals and all of the leaders. We want teen girls to come and perform. We want your cheerleaders to come and perform. So things like that for us is big. It's an accolade because it's like, oh my goodness, really? Y'all think we're that good? We get invited to like a lot of different events and even like building relationships with different cheer organizations in Newark who are like, hey, we follow y'all. Hey, we see y'all. Do y'all want to come and work with us? Hey, we would love to collaborate. So for me, we don't have the medals yet. We don't have the trophies yet. But
Okay.
those are the wins. Those are the wins. And trust me, my girls are coming for the trophies and the medals.
Oh yeah.
It's on the way.
I'll be right here, and you're gonna message and say, hey, Eugene, I told you we won.
We going to look, I'm going to tag you like, look, we got it.
And as high school TV USA, what we do is promote, hype. That's all.
Yes.
Coach, please, is your school at high school or middle school?
We are a middle school. We are middle school. We're a charter school. We start fifth grade to eighth grade. So I have cheerleaders fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
How many guys? How many ladies?
We don't. The young men are not there yet.
Do you
I'm
want you
waiting for.
do you want them to be in?
Of course.
Okay,
Listen, we're open. Cheer is a sport. Cheer
okay.
doesn't see gender. We don't see any of that. Listen, it's a sport. A passion is a passion. A love is a love. And if you want to try out, I try to get them. Sometimes they say, I'm going to do it. And then they go, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. So listen, everybody is welcome to try out for Wolfpack Cheer Team at KIPP Team Academy. We accept everyone. So,
Really, me too.
oh, you don't fit the criteria. I'm sorry. You have to be fifth. You got to be in fifth to eighth grade. Or we don't have. You can't project.
Go ahead. Well, so, and my question is, my next question is very interesting. I asked the coach, one of the coach last 2 weeks. I said, all of the chair students that I see, including the high school,
Mhm.
you see their dress very kind of short. So I'm thinking, is there can you get a second option where because you are ladies, and even you're a
Yeah.
lady, you are even your pet or your pets fell down and you want to pick it, you know how to pick it.
Hmm.
Jumping and raise your leg and all that kind of stuff. They are kids, and I believe in the school they teach the kids how to dress, improper dressing, all that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And I know this is a sport, and a sport they need to be kind of free so they can move about. But
Right.
is it about it's just the short skirt? Kind of.
I mean, I think you said it. It's a sport. And in this sport, they have to be able to move around. My daughter is a competitive cheerleader. She started at 4. When her father first saw the shorts, he almost had a heart attack. Um, so I get it. I do think we have to get away from trying to like make it more than what it is. And I do understand like we have a lot of weird people out here in this world, but our girls are not wearing these outfits or these skirts outside to, functions or events. They know the difference. They have briefs under their skirts. A lot of the skirts are changing because of the way the sport is developing
Yeah.
and growing, right? So stomp and shake, you have to be able to shake. We do teach our girls that you can shake in anything, but when you're in a competition, it gives more flair. It's a performance. It's not something that they're wearing throughout or, walking up and down the street. So I think is people need to understand that it's for performance purposes. We think about volleyball. They have, very, the shorts are short.
Yep.
They have to be comfortable. So I think it's just teaching young ladies, like, the self respect and, hey, time and place. We wear this because of this. And a lot of girls need to feel comfortable because at the end of the day, it does go back to building their confidence. And I'm not going to say, hey, you have to wear a skirt to your knees because that looks more appropriate. Hey, you're performing. This is what you wear when you perform. This isn't something that you're going to wear to school. And I know because I'm a dean of students, so uniform is the top of my list.
That's what
So
so who so who proposed it? Is it you or the principal of the school?
my uniforms.
Yes.
Yes, I find my uniforms, and I do a lot of research. I am a person, I go and see what other middle schools are wearing just to make sure, it's in the appropriate category, that we're not like the lone wolf. So what I found was coaches I've spoken to, like, hey, this is the trend because we're going into like more of the stop and shake era. So these are the stomp and shake skirts that they wear. I bring it to my principal. I get feedback from her as well. I'm like, what do you think? And then we do the thing where we'll put it on the kids. Like we'll have the girls try it on. And
Right.
I get some of my parents and I get feedback, from them. And because the community that I'm in has a high Muslim population, I have a couple of Muslim cheerleaders. So
Oh,
even with their parents, they're like, hey, she has to wear tights. Absolutely. So she's able to wear leggings under her, skirt, because I want to make sure that I'm respecting her religion and respecting her. So if a young lady says like, "Oh, Miss Sunwabe, this is a little bit," I'm like, "Hey, we can get tights that come down to your knees." Anything to make you feel comfortable performing, but there are definitely different people who hear the conversation regarding the uniform, who look at it. So it's parents, it's the principal, it's myself, some teachers here and there, other coaches. I'll tap in just for feedback, just to see what they think.
Coach Nicole, I think you've explained all my questions very, very excellent, and I believe I'm very happy. Yeah, and
Oh, thank you.
I have couple of questions to ask you, but then the time is running. But
Hmm.
how would you describe your style of coaching?
I can let my girls explain
Oh,
this.
yes, I
They
laughing.
like to do they like to do videos of things they think I say. My style of coaching, it varies. It varies. I think I'm super transparent. I have to be transparent with my girls because they need to know after they leave me what is out here in the world. So my style of coaching is honest. I'm transparent. I'm vocal, but I'm also loving. I'm supportive. I show up. I build relationships. I speak to them about everything,
Right.
like everything. You're a young lady. This is how you should show up. This is what you should do. You're a student. This is what that looks like. This is what it sounds like. Um, hey, I saw you speaking to an adult like this today. You can't do that. You're an athlete. This is the impact that it has on you. So it varies. But I think overall, my style of coaching is just passionate. I'm a passionate person. I'm passionate about my career. I love what I do. There's no other job in this world, no other field for me other than education. I have a purpose here. This is what I was destined to do and what I was made to do. So I draw that passion into coaching. I love coaching my girls. I love seeing their faces when they've grown. I love seeing them go 2, 3 years. I love them saying, like, I'm going to be a cheerleader. Oh, I can't wait to do this. And it's just passion. My style of coaching is passion with honesty, and I give feedback. They know that. They love Miss Sunwabe. I got some feedback for you. So that's where
Sure.
we're at.
Oh, I really, really love the conversation so far. And then, Coach, I believe next time you're going to tell me, hey, Eugene, we win these awards.
I am. We speak it
And
into existence. We
I always
claim
say,
it. It will happen.
I always say to this the coach that come on my show last minute, knowledge is blessing, ignorance is stupidity.
That's
So
right.
whatever you are teaching the kids, I like how you teach them right. You,
Thank you.
but they respect you and they ask, oh, we watch Coach Sawa because she teaches the right thing, and
That's right.
you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Because he always supports you. I love what you're doing. Trying to
Thank you.
you and uh, I'm even short of words because I would like
Thank you.
social media online. So if someone want to reach you, how
Mhm.
reach you?
So we have our Instagram page, team_Wolfpack Cheer. Y'all can follow us there. You can follow KIPP Newark Team Academy. That's for my school. Those are like the two places I frequent. And then I have my teacher page, the real Miss Sunwabi _. So those are the places if you want to get in contact with us. Those are the places that you can find us. We're located in Newark. We are open to collaborating with schools in Newark or outside of Newark. We're always looking for opportunities to visit or, see other schools. We have a pep rally coming up, getting our kids ready for the state test. And it's a HBCU theme. So my girls are actually split into groups and they're going to be representing these HBCU cheerleaders, Virginia State Woo Woos, Lincoln University's the Fee, I want to say Fees or Fee, if I got it wrong, I'm sorry. Winston-Salem Powerhouse and Fayetteville State University Chair 5 Smooth. So just continuing to give them experience. They know the history, they're learning everything, and that's just what it's about.
Good.
That's it.
I like you. And Coach Nicole, before I let you go, your last words to the cheerleaders, and also your team watching you live now. What you got for them?
To my Wolfpack cheer girls, I am so appreciative. And, if y'all don't feel like y'all get to hear it from me all the time, I love you all dearly. You make me a better coach, child, a better mother. I'm continuously learning from y'all. I literally believe you all are destined for greatness. I think y'all are the best athletes in the world. I hope and pray that you continue to believe in yourself. You continue to grow as a person. Keep your character intact. Stay in your academics and just show up how you want others to show up for you. Never give up. I literally love y'all to pieces. Like, y'all make me so happy. They're going to be like,
Oh,
oh, you love us. I do. And shout out to my parents. I have the best chair parents.
that's fine.
I really do. It's like it's just like a motherhood. They love on the girls. They carpool, they show up, they help, they create. It's just everything. And I'm just looking forward to expanding. I'm so grateful for this opportunity for you reaching out. I love what you're doing and everything that you're bringing to just bringing it out because people usually don't have a platform for cheer. And I appreciate that you have one and that kids and, just all your followers can know like cheer is a sport. It
Right.
is a real thing. And the boys said we actually work harder than them and we practice more than them. So, girls in the world, but
I like that, Coach. All right, folks, this is the finest coach I've ever met on my show.
thank
Head
you.
coach of KIPP Academy, Newark.
KIPP Team Academy.
KIPP Team Academy. I'm sorry, folks.
Yes.
KIPP Team Academy.
Yes.
Happy to be the head coach. Very
Yes.
popular in the school.
Thank you.
And she's doing a great job. And I'd like you folks to just follow them, keep liking what they do, and support them financially. in social media wise, in anything you can do to support them. Because I believe there's something about them. So follow them and follow High School T for more updates.
Yes, follow high school, please. Let's get this
Oh,
out here.
thank you, Coach Nicole.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
All right, peace and guidance.
Yes.
Uh,
Bye.